We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Commanders. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now Murray throwing on second down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 9.
Effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Murray. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Tackled on the play by Cameron Thomas.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Maine. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Murray now on 1st down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. This running game's so important for them.
They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
To throw on second down, Maine. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Murray. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 53 yards. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams would be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things, that's what people are looking for.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Back to throw again. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Off-play action. Maine rolling to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And, boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Maine. And that's not.
Coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another big play here as they strike for 31. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this? Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Running the counter with Mostert. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Complete, it's Dodson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Nain. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator, because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shout of confidence for everyone on the offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Dodson, and he's got him. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw on 2nd down, Maine. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to throw. Maine. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Cardinals. Raheem Mostert, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On second down, a run with Gibson. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll go again with Gibson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Maine. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again. Maine. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Robert Tunyon. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Murray going to throw. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Murray into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 41, Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll go down at the 28. 131 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
Murray on the sneak, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Connor. And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll run for it with Connor, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Cardinals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, Maine. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Getting in there and finishing the play off was Jay Sanders. Well, third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
What? Let's go!
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cardinals. Raheem Mostert, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Back to throw. Maine. That's caught by Myers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Operating from the gun, Maine. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jacoby Myers, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders get a bit closer. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later. but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Arizona, they did what they needed to do. They split their first two road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Washington, they will fall to 1-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.